Hey YouTube, we're out here in an undisclosed location. Randy and Brian's hives here. They're going to trim a few trees. I stopped off here to give Randall some of the drone combs we ordered for mite management. And I'll show you those here in just a second, but he's got about 40 hives. He's my local mentor. Some of his hives out here near his sister's place. They're going to trim some trees here so they don't fall on the hives once they're getting ready to get into at the moment. They just worked these 6 hives on the end. So I'll show you what we're going to do for some mite control. We've got some green drone comb order we got in from Hilco, and we're going to check it out. Take care. Oh boy, this don't look like it's going to go well. Just my opinion, but we'll see. Well, they got the fall the right way. That did pretty good. You had me worried. I had to watch it. You had me worried. I had to watch that. That snatch block did good. Okay, YouTube, we're out here at the farm now. Just going to show you these green drone combs, or drone, I guess, foundations. My mentor there, you just saw a little earlier, Randy, and he and I both are going to give this a try. Talk to him about mite control during the flow, and we figured out, hey, won't have to use any chemicals. We're going to try and put a green drone comb in the brood box. Once it gets capped, freeze it, because the mites prefer the drone brood because it's a longer gestation. So we're going to try and give this a shot. These green drone combs, or foundations, whatever you want to call them, and give it a shot. So hey, chickens in the background saying, hey, go check on the bees. That's what we're going to do here next. Okay, we're over here by the beehives, but I want to show you something here first and foremost. Is my daughter, little ECP, her boyfriend came out yesterday and planted some trees with me. I got him started on the first 2. I kept working my bees, but we got a red maple right here, so we're excited about that. Got that near the pond, so hopefully this will be a shade tree one day too, for the kids to fish and hang out by. Got a little protective covering there to keep the rabbits from eating, and we'll have to try and put something around to maybe protect the deer from it too. Let's take a look at another one. Now here's the second tree that he planted. This is a flowering crabapple, and the deer like those little crab apples, and of course the honeybees love the crabapple blossoms. Again, we got a protective covering there, keep the rabbits off of it. And that's already got some leaves on it if you look here. I don't know if it'll bloom yet this year or not, but That's looking good too. Let's take a look at the other two trees he planted. Now this is the apple tree he planted. This one really gets tall. I don't know how well you can see that, but planted an apple tree here also. This one's probably about 10 foot tall already. No leaves yet, but it's early for here. You can see the red bud here in the background just started blooming. So red buds are starting now. We've got the dandelions and the hemvet blooming, but red bud's one of our first things that comes out. And our major flow doesn't start until about the time of the autumn olive bush here. Let's take a look at that last tree. So let's see who can guess what tree this is. This is you guessed it yet? It's a pear tree. So yep, we got a couple of fruit trees, maple tree, all with the bees in mind. And we'll go over here and take a look at the hives, but we're not going to get into them today. The weather's dropped already. Temperatures dropping quickly, and the wind's blowing pretty good, and it's overcast. Not the best time to try and get into the bees. You look over here, you'll see things starting to bloom, and the red bud's starting to bloom, and a lot of those, the autumn olive trees and bushes there, you see them right over top of there, starting to get the over the old well, starting to get green now. Now a lot of people ask me what's an autumn olive bush or tree. So here I left these two. They're near the hives, so you can see they're not too far away, but these things bloom absolutely gorgeous, like a big honeysuckle bush. Fantastic honey. We usually try and pull some of that early, right after that bloom, after it gets capped, of course. But I thought I'd slide this in the video, so it'll be in here somewhere. I'll slide this video in part. So here's the 4, or I should say 5 primary hives. These are the 2 3-year-old hives. It's my 3rd year beekeeping, and we've got the 3 splits from last spring over here to the side I worked on yesterday. But I was going to try and get into these this evening. I thought it was going to stay a lot warmer, but you see these are the Carniolan. They're out, some of them out here on the doorstep trying to greet me. They look like they're doing well. I got these 2 boxes as a medium and a deep, and they definitely need some space. So that'll be the first 2 that I work on. You got the Got Honey Hive. This is one of my original packages that I got from Kelly Beekeeping, which is, I guess, Man Lake. When I first got into beekeeping, you really didn't know what to think of or what to do. And then, of course, you're noticing all these Hoover Hives from Galena Farms. I'll put a link in the description. These are the wax dip boxes. And this is the other hive that was a package last year. And I'll show you this last one on the end. Okay, so this is the last, this is the, obviously one of the matriarch or patriarch hives. This is the Honeybees again. And we see them on the doorstep also. Not trying to get them too wound up, get these guard bees. Weather's nasty. They're looking right at me. But this was the New World Carniolans. Comes out of Strachan Apiaries in Yuba City, California. They partner with, I think, Washington State, Ohio State. Supposed to be purebred carnies. You can read up a little bit on them and look for Strachan Apiaries. But we've got those coming, 6 of their queens coming for splits here in a few weeks in the middle of April. About the time I did it last year, worked out well. So hey, thanks for watching. If you could, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment here, let me know what you think here. And we'll give you a parting view here of the other split hives. So here's the last 3 hives I worked yesterday. These were splits from last year. I did give this one a box yesterday. Went back to 2 double deeps. I tried a deep and a medium as a brood box this year, but I'm thoroughly convinced that probably going to say, especially since I'm running 8 frame boxes. You see all these Hoover Hives, these wax dip boxes. Pretty fond of those. Don't like to paint, but getting colder, like I said, not too much activity on the doorsteps right now, but we're just getting ready for the splits. And again, hey, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, drop a comment. Tell me what your beekeeping's like this year. And you can hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I'd appreciate it. But hey, everybody, take care out there. ECP, over and out.